How you doing, guys? This is Richie, and I got some more Madman comics. Dark Horse from 94, 95. We might be into 1995 now. I'm not 100% sure. I'll give it a look. And I tell you, I really appreciate these comics a lot more than when they were first coming out. I was picking them up. I was reading them. I liked Mike Allred. But now that I'm reading it, that I'm a little older, I'm really enjoying it a lot more. All right, so here we go. Mike Allred, colored by Laura Allred, lettered by Sean Conant, and technical assist by Han Allred. Can't see the date because my eyes are so bad now. But starts off where the madman is dreaming. And he's dreaming of this guy. And he's like, he's a terrorist. And he goes and he plants a bomb. Well, he's not a terrorist. He might be a cop or something. I forget. And when he looks up, he sees there's kids. And it's too late. The bomb goes off and kills everybody. Lost and damned. So then he goes like on a soul-searching journey, this guy. If you seek redemption. And it's the guy with the eyeballs. Or the creature with all the eyeballs. From a couple issues ago. So he's dreaming, and there's a great panel set up there. Look at that. That's really nice. Man, this table creaking. I don't know why I stopped that. So in the dream, Madman gets killed. And so, of course, it freaks him out. And this creep. This is such an odd series, man. There's like characters that happen, flash on the page for 2 panels, wind up coming back 20 issues later and being a character. It's just, it's great. It's just well planned. And Mike Allred, man, I got to give him props. He's a fantastic creator. So this creepy guy, I am Nephite, heed me. And he's just there to warn him that he's in great danger. An agent of evil seeks your death. Your importance cannot be overestimated. I should really pull out the big library editions because the pages are a lot bigger, the art's bigger. Those Dark Horse library editions are beautiful, but this will do for now. This is Frank Einstein, and there's Dr. Flem. And this guy, he builds stuff, builds robots, such and such. And you have a little surprise Hellboy appearance. This is like right around when Hellboy first appeared. It's got to be 94, 93. So I thought that was funny. And it's just a quick appearance. He doesn't really have nothing to do with the story. As quick as he shows up is as quick as he's gone. I love Mike Allred's robots. So this is a costume this professor made. And it's to make him stronger, I guess, and help him in his adventures and such. I love the color, too. His wife does a good job coloring. So he trashes the whole suit. So the guy's got to rebuild it. Then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes this guy from his dream. And sure enough, he's trying to kill him. It says, meanwhile, boom, this guy starts waking up, which is, what's his name? Man, oh man. great, great. And Allred, it's all action. You ever know? It's just everybody's constantly moving. There's no, if there is, it's only for a panel, but there's no like gathering around the coffee table drinking coffee for 3 pages, which you'll see in a lot of books these days. And this was just story action. He tells a story within these pages. So he's trying to kill him, and Astro Man is back. Now, Astro Man, as you know from the last issues, has Madman's psyche. It's based off of his brain. So they fight him off, thanks to Astro Man. And he gives him a hug. He said, whatever, you saved me, Astro Man, thanks. I love you, man. And it's a robot trying to be human, so that must have really felt for him. So he goes to plug in. The professor tells Astro Man, you got to plug in. You're almost out of energy, and everybody's happy and whatnot. Sure enough, Madman sneaks out because he wants to find this guy and settle up and make sure, like this doesn't happen again. Astro Man senses something's wrong, and he goes out looking for him. And they go at it again, and sure enough, this guy blasts the Madman right through the chest, just like in the dream, and then disintegrates him. And then he says, he was evil, right? And then here comes the eyeball god. So he put him up to it and tricked him, and now he realizes it. So all of a sudden, here comes Hellboy. So Astro Man must have knocked Hellboy over the head, took his costume, and went looking for the guy himself. So it was Astro Man that took the blast. And Hellboy's wondering what the hell's going on here, so they explain it to him. So he goes back home, and then ba-boom, blows himself up. Great book. Loved it. Next, we have one of Frank Miller's characters. Big guy. Like this came out, him and Jeff Darrow did that big issue. I should pick that up one of these days. I had it years ago, and when I sold my original collection, it was in there. Big Guy A Go-Go. So this is story and art by Mike Allred, and the dialogue, Big Guy's dialogue, is all by Frank Miller. Laura Allred coloring, and Sean Knott is doing the lettering. So they realize the good thing with Astro Man getting blasted is they were able to keep his brain waves, his chip or whatnot wasn't damaged, so they could rebuild them. Excuse me. He doesn't have a costume though, and that's making him uneasy. And then he comes across these guys. He gets into a little scuffle with these guys. They're like jerks, and it's a kind of a side story, and I believe they show up later on in the series. I like this car. It's like kind of like a hover car. The coloring is great on that. I like that a lot. So they're cruising around, and all of a sudden there goes Big Guy's spaceship. So they're wondering what's going on here. The big guy, he's going to land in Snap City. So these guys come across a moving van that's on fire. So the Madman, of course, is going to help out. In the back of the truck are these little goblin creatures grabbing up on this guy. Like, saying weird stuff. I'm on fire. creepy guys. And I forget what they have to do with the story or if they appear later on. So I'm just rereading all this. I haven't read this since 1995, probably 96. So I don't remember all the plot lines and where they head and everything. So it's like rereading it for the first time. It's fun. And sure enough, they save this guy and they take him to the hospital. He's burnt to a crisp, though. And they're still wondering, why is the big guy in town? So they take him to the hospital, and the nurse is talking to the madman, and he said, the best way to describe it, a vomitous material is replacing his seared flesh. And he goes, what? His skin is turning into puke. Well, like I said, I don't know the guy. I really must be going. Take care. After he heard that, he was out. Moon boys and puke. So I'm sure that shows up again later on. Because everything is interconnected here. It's like old school, comic booking where plot points that happened 4 years ago all of a sudden appear in an issue 4 years later. Characters turn into villains, villains turn into good guys, people get killed. Anyone who reads comics understands. So he starts going to Dr. Boyfard's room, which is the guy with the big giant brain whose brain is still growing. And it turns out the big guy is taking him. And Madman doesn't understand why. So he jumps on him. You're making a mistake, stranger, and it's not my job to explain, so back off. And he gets away. Do you know where he's taking Dr. Boyfard? No, I'm sorry, we may find out. Hurry up to Buzztown. So they go there, and then they can go back in time a little bit. So that's what they do. And here we go, replaying the same scenario. And he's able to stop him from taking Dr. Biofard, or whatever his name is. So they're fighting, going at it. He throws him in a dumpster and then throws a car on top of the dumpster. But he gets out and is able to jump on his big ship. And he's carrying him away, and big guy grabs him and pulls him in right before he loses his grip. So that was issue 6. Next is issue 7 with a great cover. I like the yellow background on this. Very nice cover. Wow, the Legend imprint. Remember that? You're going way back. That's going way back. I think it says 1995. It's tough to read that fine print on the opening page there. Big Mad Brain-orama. So here we are, and they're a little friendlier now, and they're walking with the doctor. Dr. Big Brain, we'll call him. All of a sudden they get attacked by these guys in greens. Like the most random crazy shit happens in this book. Like you never know what's around the corner. So they're fighting it out, and these green guys, it's almost kind of like AIM and Marvel, kind of like that. And they're battling it out, and they're trying to get Dr. Brain out of there. Heads up, he catches them, or he makes sure that he doesn't get hurt there. And then these killer robots come, trying to blast them away. Big guy's got a pistol. That's a really nice looking panel. Like these robot creatures, they're all great. They're all distinctive. They look really nice. Okay, out of nowhere, this maniac comes dropping in, and he's there to help. But he's like a rhymer. Chow Skip Wang, agent of Tri-Eye. I'm here to help you. So his name is Chow Skip Wang. agent of Tri-Eye, which is an organization. We'll take care of you. Now his brain is getting so big he could barely even speak anymore. And here's this guy just jumping around, shooting up the robots, and he's doing a pretty good job. Then they start launching bombs. Incoming. So it's getting a little more serious. Explosion. And they're still going at it. This is really cool. Factor Max. They're calling, I guess he's the boss. Factor Max, if you remember in the 90s, Max Factor. I think it was the head. Remember the head on MTV, I think it was? It was like this weird, like, head in the TV that was kind of odd looking, if I remember correctly. Oh, so they're going at it now. They got him on this airplane. Dr. Biofard. Here's a great splash page. Save yourself, kid. I'm going down. I was looking at some original artwork, Madman. They had a couple pages from issue 2 and 3 I saw. They're like $1,500 a pop, but they're really nice. So it's out there. It's not cheap, but it's not 20 grand a page. One of these days I'll have the guts to actually jump and buy a piece of original art. I would like to own one of these, though. All right, back to the story. So they're fighting it out. There, another bomb gets dropped. Great double-page spread. Very colorful. Boom, crack. Drops a bomb right into the woods. Just misses them. Boom, another bomb. And this poor guy from the Tri-Eye is getting shot up by these robots. Fighting. He jumps up, grabs, pulls one down, and they're getting away. So the big guy gets an idea. He grabs this one of these, tells the Madman to jump on, and he gives it the old, what did Wolverine used to call that with him and Colossus, with the cannonball or whatever. So he tosses him up there, and boom, just gets on there. And the bomb blows up one of the other helicopters. So he gets on, nobody realizes he's there. And there's the doctor. Beats up the robots. Factor Max, I get a kick out of that every time I say it. Factor Max. Schmackter Max. Frank? So he brings the guy back, and they save the professor. And see, this is when Dark Horse in the early days, when Legend came out. Don't forget, Sin City was being published through Dark Horse. Big Guy was published through Dark Horse. What was the other one? With Jeff Darrow. It was that mini-series with Frank Miller and Jeff Darrow. They were all going through Dark Horse at that time, so naturally they were all going to show up in each other's books. So he gives the big guy a big hug, and that's it for this short story. And next, the puke. So I guess, oh, great back page there. Look at that. Huh, that looks nice. Who did that? Can't tell the signature. So, I guess next issue, the guy whose skin is turning into puke will be back, and we'll pull them out, and we'll go over them in a couple weeks. This went on way too long, almost 20 minutes. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.